In this tutorial, we are going to discuss the concept of real numbers and we will look into the details of the classification of the number system. Okay. Well, when you think of classification, you can compare it sort of a food chain where at the very bottom of the food chain exist natural numbers, in short, denoted as n. Okay. And what are natural numbers? Natural numbers are numbers such as 1, 2, 3, and so on. There is no end to it. It can go up to infinite length. Okay. So this space of numbers is called natural numbers. The smallest natural number that we know of is 1. Okay. And they always exist in the whole units, right? 2 is a whole unit of a number. 3 is whole unit of a number, right? Then as you go up the food chain, then you come across the second set of numbers known as the whole numbers. Whole numbers include the natural numbers, of course, yes, and they also contain one more number such as 0. Okay, so 0 and natural numbers, they make up a space of what is known as the whole numbers. All right, now as you go further up, then we define that there exists another higher layer of numbers known as integers. Now integers, of course, by the way of this diagram, you can say that integers contain, of course, 0, they contain whole numbers, the positive ones, and then they also contain the negative numbers, right? And that is why we call them as integers. But the important thing to keep in mind is that integers, they are always in whole units, either positive or negative whole units, and then they also contain a 0, right? And then finally we said that at the slightly higher level of integers, we define the numbers that are known as the rationals, right? And rational numbers are the numbers that can be defined in the form of p over q, where both p and q are integers, with a necessary condition that q is not equal to 0, right? And some examples of rationals were such as the numbers 2 over 3. They are fractions, or it could be defined as 1.2. Or you could say that 2 is also a rational number because 2 is an integer and can be written as in the form of 2 over 1. Okay. So we say that the stream of numbers or the classification of numbers that begins with natural numbers and goes all the way to the top of rational numbers is one stream of numbers that is a part of real number system, right? In addition to that, we define one more set of numbers known as irrational numbers, and these are the numbers that cannot be written in the form of p over q. And that is the fundamental difference between the rationals versus irrational, because any rational number can always be written in the form of p over q, or basically the ratio of two integers. If it cannot be written in that form, then we say that there exists a number and that number is irrational number. Okay. So what are some examples of irrational numbers? I will say, let's discuss very common number, the pi, right? Pi is equal to 3.14159 and then it goes on forever. These decimal digits, they do not stop. There is no known end to this decimal sequence that comes in the pi, right? So this is one very classic example of irrational numbers. Some other examples of irrational numbers are numbers such as square root of 2 or square root of 3 and so on, right? So these are all examples of irrational numbers, right? Now this entire space of numbers, what we define as rationals and what we define as irrationals, this entire space of numbers is called as real numbers, all right? Now, in addition to that, we would like to discuss one more concept, and that concept is about how do we show these irrational numbers on a number line, right? So if I were to draw a number line, say this number line that can go up to infinite length in either direction, in the direction of the positive space or in the direction of the negative space. And we know that this line can go up to infinite length. There is no end to it, right? And then we say that the middle point of this number line is 0. Okay. And we can show that there are numbers such as 1 and 2. These are all natural numbers we can mark on this number line. Likewise, we can mark some negative integers as well, right? So this is my number line. We can easily show any rational number on this number line, right? But the question is that how do I show any irrational number on a number line? Okay. So let me take example of this irrational number, square root of 2. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, using this number line, I'm going to mark my two specific points, and these points are 0 and 1. Let's label them as A and B. These are the names of these 2 points. Now what if I create a vertical line which is coming out from B in the perpendicular direction, and the distance of this vertical line is 1 unit and it ends at C. Okay. Now at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect these 2 points, and I do not know what is the length of this dimension A and C, right? But I know that the AB is of 1 unit and BC is 1 unit, right? That means using the Pythagorean theorem, I can always calculate the distance AC, right? Because the angle between the line AB and BC is of 90 degree. It's a right angle triangle, correct? So using the Pythagorean theorem, you can say that AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Or in other words, it is 1 plus 1, because AB is of 1 unit and square of 1 is always 1. And BC is also 1 unit, the square of which is also going to be 1. Or this is equal to 2. Or you can say that AC square, which is equal to 2, that implies that the length AC is equal to square root of 2, right? So you know that now this length is square root of 2. So what I can do is then I can make use of a compass tool and then position it at point A, open it up to length AC, and then from there I create an arc such that it intersects with the number line at a point D. Now this distance AD is of square root of 2 units. So this is how you can basically find a precise point on a number line that shows the length of square root of 2, and square root of 2 is of course an irrational number. So this is how you can mark an irrational number on a number line, right? So the purpose of this tutorial was to basically show you a classification of real numbers that begins with natural numbers, goes all the way to the top of rational numbers. Then we also defined irrational numbers, and then finally we were able to show that how do you mark any irrational number on a number line by taking an example of square root of 2. Okay, so we will take a pause here, and in our next tutorial we will discuss in more details that how do you identify that any number that has been given to you would be an irrational or a rational number.